1997, Rovers premiered on United States television from 1996 through 1997 for a single season and was comprised of 13 episodes. The premise of the show was that within the American state of New Mexico, the Professor William Shepard, through circumstances in the series, was forced to relinquish experimental transformational technology that he had devised to the General Palver in exchange for the return of his loyal dog. However, Palver betrays Shepard and secretly hands him a bomb that nearly kills him. A year later, normal dogs begin to mutate due to the fallout of the bomb. Shepard, who incredibly survived the attack, conceives of a plan to stop Palver. Doing research into loyal dogs that can help him, he constructs a laboratory to become his base of operations and uses the transformational technology on 5 dogs, turning them into what the series describes as quote-unquote Cano sapiens. These said dogs were the pets of the then world leaders, and when summoned by Professor Shepard, would become a team of crime-fighting dog heroes and heroine known as the Road Rovers. These Cano sapiens were Hunter from the United States, whom was a mixed golden retriever breed and the leader of the team. His abilities hauled him with super speed, being able to run faster than the speed of sound. His owner was the then United States President Bill Clinton. Colleen, a rough collie from the United Kingdom, and oddly enough the only female member of the Road Rovers. The coordinator of the team, she often managed the relationships of the other team members. Specializing in combat, she resided with the then Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, John Major. Blitz, a Doberman from Germany, he had razor-sharp claws and strong jaws, which allowed him to cut or bite through almost any substance. Formerly a guard dog, he was later adopted and resided with the then Chancellor of Germany, Helmut Cole. Exile, a Siberian Husky from Russia. Despite being from Siberia, he's actually quite friendly and gets along well with the other members of the team. He was often depicted at odds with Blitz, whom was selfish and spiteful. Possessing super strength, Exile often had different types of vision that were heat, ice, or night vision. He used to work as a sled dog in Siberia, but lived with the then president of Russia, Boris Yeltsin. Shog, an older English sheepdog from Switzerland. Due to circumstances in the series, he could only partially transform into a Cano sapien. Like Exile, he possessed super strength, and within his hair he could store items needed by himself or others. Living in rural Switzerland, he lived with the then president of the Swiss Confederation, Helmut Cole. Muzzle, a Rottweiler. This dog was Professor Shepard's dog that was kidnapped by Palver. He was never transformed into a Cano sapien but became partially aggressive due to the failed experiments that Palver had performed upon him. As a result, he was often depicted in the series restrained on a cart, wearing a straitjacket and face mask. General Palver, whom was the main foe of the Road Rovers, was later revealed in the series that he was actually a cat before being transformed into a quote-unquote feline sapien through the events depicted in the cartoon. Palver had a similar appearance to the United States wrestler Hulk Hogan, as the name of Palver was a reference to a canine disease which often killed puppies soon after birth. Road Rovers was actually a very popular cartoon when originally broadcasted, and during a short time on television within the United States, references were made to Mickey Mouse as well as other references to cartoons of the time, being that of Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. Despite decent ratings from audiences and potential and a bright future for the series, it was abruptly cancelled. Information now known that the series was cancelled partially due to a lawsuit over the exact rights of the series. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because there was a situation with legal rights to the cartoon.